Yo, what's up guys? Today I'm making a quick video about my change of plans for my tier 4 roster lineup. Now, you're probably wondering what's that title about? Well, this video has absolutely nothing to do with the title, it's just there to clickbait. So, thanks for the view. Now, my changes on my plan for tier 4 is I started to realize something pretty bad, and it's that if you don't push a tier 4 character to 1660 and activate the Arc passive as fast as possible, that character is just going to be completely fucked forever. The moment later on when we do a gear, which is a slow process, the moment people start activating Arc passive, every content in the game is gonna pretty much require Arc passive, and you're just gonna, like, your character that wasn't pushed earlier is gonna get fucked because everything, Echidna's Arc passive, Behemoth Arc passive, Aegir of course Arc passive, and then Shaza at 1670, if you do the normal mode, your alt, yeah, you damn bet this is gonna require like near Bis Arc passive. So if you're late on that character, you're screwed. Now, the problem with me is that I have a pretty small lineup. My deck is huge, but my lineup is really small. So the problem with that is that I have a lot less gold income than most people right now. So I can't really choose and pick. It's not like paradise. I have to be super efficient with how I spend the gold. Now, I made a spreadsheet, whatever this is. This is gonna be the tier 4 core characters. There's gonna be the main Artie. There's gonna be Artie alt number 1, which is this guy. And there's gonna be the Ignite Artie that's gonna come up. Now, I had to make a pretty big sacrifice for this lineup. I pretty much had to accept that my breaker will be jailed pretty much forever. I spent a little bit on him, have fun on him, but the reality is I do not have the funds to get him to Aegir and Shaza already. And there's literally no reason to push him past 1640 and trying to do content past 1640 if you cannot fully invest on that character, because the gatekeeping standards are gonna fucking explode really fast. So you gotta make sure you can make a lineup of characters that are strong, which is base elixir, base trance, full trance, pretty much, base arc passive, getting ready for that, a really good gems, good quality, good everything. That's expensive, and if you don't do that, you're gonna be a rat. So now, this is what I did. My main, I was 1675 when I transferred. I did a lot of farming, and I got it up. I'm gonna get it to 1685. The reason for that is just to get the armor cut for Aegir hard mode, because it's gonna sound crazy, but I actually have to use Grudge now. I have to use Grudge on my Arc passive setup, not my regular. My regular no, but on Arc passive I had to use this horrible engraving, and the reason for that is because this skill hits like an absolute truck and it doesn't work with all-out attack right now. So the only engraving that I can use is Grudge or Precise Dagger. But if I use Precise Dagger, might as well get rid of stupid Cursed Doll, because that shit is fucking terrible. So if I use Precise Dagger with crit, right now I don't need it because I have enough crit on the Arc passive setup for my other RD. But if I use Precise Dagger, because of all the crit damage from the stone, I cut this 9.6 stone, almost 9.7, It happens. Like if you see here, once I get this activated and I get levels, and I get this to level 3 and this to like level 4 or 5 plus for A gear, this is crit damage and attack speed. So now this is crit damage and barrage. You have Kin Blunt, crit damage. I have this Biz Hammer with 8% here and crit. This is a really good fucking bracelet. Now, Precise Dagger is actually competing with Curse Dole in terms of damage gain. And I'd rather not have shit Curse Dole. Now, you're gonna be like, wow, you have Grudge, blah 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 blah, what happened? It's fine. I found a way to negate Grudge. And it's with this right here. That's also a reason why Grudge might not be as good, is because I don't know how outgoing damage scales. If it's like additional damage where they're just scaled together, then it makes Curse Dole worse. Not as bad, but it just makes it worse. So now, this character is absolutely going crazy. See, on top of that, you have the rolls that you can get. See, outgoing damage here. And then crit damage on top of it. Crit rate. So, that just makes Precise Dagger more valuable and competing with Curse Dole. But for now, this is the setup I have for now, because I think I have enough crit rate with the bracelet and everything. So going back here, the main is gonna require, I already did that, 200k total. I had to like farm like 200k total and spend to finish the main, including Arc passive, honing, everything. Stone, because you need tier 4 stone for the HP and vitality. 200k was done. This guy is ready. Already number 1 alt. This guy has to go from 1640 to 1660. I'm gonna have to do that. Now, right now I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait for the bound gold from the Ignite server to come so I can use all of it. I'm gonna use all of it and I'm gonna push all the way to 1660. And I'm gonna be able to leave armor undercut and normal mode, because I think he's really, really tanky for a normal mode character. Look, these quality are really good for a normal mode character. And I have the Fierce Strength, and I have the Arc passive activated on him. I'm gonna grind it to level 67 by A gear. And at 67 and the Enlightenment Potion, I'll have enough to make the Arc passive just a tiny bit stronger at baseline for A gear prog. So that way I can use the Arc passive and I can use the extra tankiness from all the vitality boost from all the tier 4 stuff. So this is the plan for this guy. So RD number 1, I calculated the honing cost from 1640 to 1660. It's gonna be, depending on the luck, 200 to 400k. I have 200k bound gold ready, and I also have the mats, I'm pretty sure. Right here I already have 100k shards, and I'm gonna do his dailies, and then have the tier 4 back and have everything set up. I have 33k of these, 11k, 800. He has a cube. I'm pretty sure I have more than one cube, no? Oh yeah, I have a couple cubes. So I'm saving those cubes just in case I need them for the XP. And I have these. I'm using these on this alt for the level. It should be enough with all of this. Look at this, 25. And I think I bought the shop, right? Yeah, I did. Like I stashed everything. Hopefully that's enough. So that's the A gear normal alt number 1 ready, with Arc passive on, bracelet transcendence, everything is done. The gems are shared. So this guy is fully ready. Now, there's the wild card, which is the Ignite server character, which is another Artie. The reason why I'm making another Artie is self-explanatory. I think it's the best class. I'm too good at Artie to not play Artie. If I play another class like Breaker or like Gunsling, whatever, if I make another class, I am so much worse at those classes compared to Artie that I would literally need an Esther weapon to compete. Not even with how good I am at this class. So, because of how good I am at Artie, I have to make Arties. It's just how it is. Now, the Artie number 2 is the Ignite server Artie. I got it to 1620 day 1 on the Ignite server when it launched. He has a 40 elixir set. I already cut his 40 elixir on the Ignite server. And we're gonna get more elixirs. He has a 98 weapon quality. I couldn't get more than that. I was stuck at 98 when I tried to reroll. So, we're getting 150 more. Maybe it gets up. Maybe it doesn't. And his armor are 100 quality, 99 quality. The rest is 90 plus. We're gonna get so much more anyway. So maybe we get more of these on. So he'll be completely ready in terms of baseline. Now, the problem with the second Artie is that I have to hone it from 1620. I'm gonna do all the story. I'm gonna get all the XP. And I think we get 300 million XP potion and XP. That might be enough with the stories and all this stuff to get him to 67. I'm saving his rest bonus. That way, Wednesday, I transfer him. I do the story. I do all the stories. North Kurzan for the XP. And then South Kurzan for the XP. I mean, yeah, both of them. You have to do both to access tier 4. Hyper Awakening, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to do all of that stuff. And then, maybe we get some cubes. I don't know exactly. After all these stories, I'm going to eat all the potions. I'm going to do all the rested dailies until they're done. And everything should make him to 67. And if I can get him to 67 by my Aegir prog, I build another Arc passive character for Aegir. Now, setting up the Arc passive, everyone is flaming me for setting up the Arc passive. It's like 20 to 30k gold. You can snipe a lot of stuff. People are really stupid on the market. They put like 4% crit damage bis relics for like 1k gold fully cut. Snipe that shit. You just pay the fions and you have a really good piece. You do that 6 times, 5 times, and you have a full relic ready for tier 4 Arc passive for Aegir. So 20k for this. I'm gonna do as much Transcendence as possible. I have his 40 set elixir. I'm gonna cut more from the event. I'm gonna do Behemoth for the first clear reward, plus the skills that they give us. I'm gonna do all that stuff to get him as strong as possible. And then I have to do the honing to 1660, which is gonna be 300 to 500k total, depending on the luck on the character. Now, I do not have the goal for that guy. I have the goal for the first Artie. I do not have the goal for the second Artie. So, the way I'm gonna do that is, I gotta farm. I already farmed 300k. 200k is provided from bound gold. 100k in skins. Now, I have to do a pretty harsh decision. I have to pretty much rat out the Breaker's Gems to fund this project. He's gonna go on event gems and 1 level 6 tier 4 gems. The rest event happens. I'm just gonna do Chaos, Guardian, Behemoth, Voldis, and solo mode for the 3rd raid, because I ain't doing no Echidna on this event character. I'm already not the best breaker in the world in terms of like DPS, so I can't really carry on a rat character, so it's not happening. I'm gonna take the 5k gold from Akan and that's it. So with this, I'll probably have enough gold for the full project. So those are the new changes for my lineup. Quickly gonna go over it. 1685 for hard mode, 1660 for normal. This guy is gonna be the RD 1660, the Ignite RD, and then Breaker is gonna become a rat that just farms gold. This guy is on hold until the next Express. Right now he just does solo modes. I just do solo mode and then gate 1 Brel because it takes literally like 2 minutes for 800 gold. And before reset, I'm gonna do these two, just 800 gold from these two. And solo mode, gate 1 Brel, just quick 2 minute. You can just one shot the boss and get 800 gold, and that's it. And then yeah, I forgot to do Unas on this guy. So that's it for my lineup, and catch you guys in my A gear prog.